Obviously, CSDE very one-dimensional in their team fights. You know, put Orianna ball on Jarvan, jump in with the combo. So it looks like first Drake will go over into the hands of CSDE. So objectives finally being taken here as they struggled with that against Sponge. As Xin Zhao able to just jump in onto iPaw with no way out. Just outside tower range to freeze. He will have it crash now. Solely investing the R here as iPaw is behind. Wei still has flash. Seraphine does have heal as well. iPaw will be going in on the Seraphine. Seraphine will have to use heal. Seraphine does have flash, so iPaw needs to know that to not go in any longer. Xin Zhao, no R, might die here. Will as Orianna solely with a really nice teamwork there from iPaw. Xin Zhao getting a little too aggressive there as Solly and Captain Hero loving their little control mage matchup in mid, just trading farm. Solly is up in gold here as we are getting an all-in from Hero, dropping the ult onto Solly. Solly does have to be careful. His R is down. He will, oh, so close. Control mid from Solly's Orianna that D3fiance is going to have to give this Drake, but Solly does have flash. It's going to ult the Xin Zhao, but will go down as he gets knocked up by the third auto from Xin Zhao. Stenner gets engaged onto and double ulted. Xin Zhao also dropping his R. iPaw stuck in the midst of all of it. Will R in with a really nice QE leading up to Solly's R. SpongeCord able to follow it up with the Caitlyn headshot. So we'll take him down, and so far it's a 4 for 3. As SpongeCord will just now fall, and Solly able to finish off Captain Hero. So it looked really poor. iPaw able to stay alive just long enough for Solly to be able to come over with the Orianna ball and R. So that shockwave was massive. Dragon spawning here momentarily. As we get an all-in here from Promatics. Promatics is flashing, but I don't think that was the flash he really wanted. As iPaw EQ flash engages onto the bot lane with the Orianna shockwave, finding them both. XYZ first to rotate from the trade of Garen. So he's here. SpongeCord flashing away from Xin Zhao as he R'd in. Will fall though to Xin Zhao, but Xin Zhao getting traded back by XYZ. So a really nice engage again from iPaw with the Orianna shockwave to follow up. XYZ just going to clear this wave and shoot Promatics away from this tier 2 top. So Garen does have R as he now gets stuck under tower, doesn't have flash, so Promatics, a little bit of a misplay there. Xin Zhao jumped on, having to R. iPod besting his R as well. SpongeCord getting jumped on by the Xin Zhao, but just gets blown up as Orianna with that Storm Surge does a lot of damage. And with the jungler from D3fiance down, CSDE is going to head over towards this Baron. Like I said, did TP down, is trading back into Promatics. The 1v1 is a little easier for him. As CSDE, with that tier 2 push towards the tier 3 bot lane, do get a lot of pressure here as XYZ is on a ward. Will get spotted out now. Zhao not losing his wolves. Solly is doing a lot of damage. Ash Arrow does get dodged. Seraphine ult dodge as well. XYZ flashing on with the shockwave of Orianna. Doesn't find anything. Garen is here. Will ult and shout Demacia onto XYZ, so he falls. Denner able to root up the Ashe, so John Seps is going to fall as well. So after all of that, it is a 1 for 2 in favor of CSDE. Way too low, but is going to get ulted on by SpongeCord, and SpongeCord sniping him from downtown. It's down and a control ward in base. So no vision. They do drop a blue ward, but it is on top of a CSDE ward, so they know the Xin Zhao's here. They are going to engage on with iPaw and the shockwave from Solly coming in. As Wei might also be caught out here. Doesn't have flash just yet. CSDE taking advantage of that cooldown. SpongeCord will finish him off. The Hawk Shot from Ashe is going to detect all of CSDE in that bush. They don't know where Solly is just yet. They do now as the Shockwave comes out, forcing the flash out of Legaia. Legaia is going to disengage. The Charm does come in from Seraphine. But XYZ with a huge counter-strike jumping onto the bot lane and jungler of D3fiance. Ashe going to fall now to XYZ. And you'd like to think that that is the game, as the wallets of CSDE are showing now. So that is just a lot of damage, and XYZ with a huge engage is going to base and to elect a TP in on this cannon minion to keep it alive. And CSDE going to take their first game here in Group 4 off of D3fiance Esports, and you'd like to think they're feeling pretty good going into Game 2. D3fiance Esports going to need to change some things here. And GG.